Feel free to.
Ja, I am Benya.
Ich glaube, man hört uns nicht.
I think we stuffed at the time. Anyway, I'm your host for this evening, or whatever time of day it is, morning in Europe. ADF Flotsam. Sorry, I'm in Australia, so my time zone is very different to most of yours. You mind introducing yourselves?
Yes, I am Benya.
And I'm Lumina Chronicles. And we're running Xenoblade Chronicles 2 here in the New Game Plus category. A very beautiful game.
Also, in some parts, pretty broken game, but
in some parts, yeah. The timer starts when we have chosen our difficulty, and after the little text that comes after that.
Yeah.
So I would say we prepared it. So, and I guess then
we're both ready to start.
We are ready to start, and 3, 2, 1, go. So at the start we have Rex, our little boy that normally doesn't really know the world really well. He just knows that his world is going to die, cause his world contains titans that's like our continents, but as living creatures. And these titans are slowly dying away. So he hopes to find a special place called Elysium, and that's where we start this game. We are I don't know what's called in English.
Salvager. We are
Salvager, yes.
Young Salvager, probably the youngest and successful Salvager.
I've spoken to Pupoon in the second time, the thing of yesterday. Oh fuck. Okay. And we talk with our boss. He gives us a new job that's really well paid. So we accept the job, but our grandpa, aka this really big dragon, is not so amused by that.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly why. It might actually be because we're telling who our employer goes by, the name they go by, which is something Rams probably already knows very well, at least the name. The group we've been hired by is calls themselves Honor. I don't think they actually mentioned their own names at that point.
I've forgotten something, lol. Which have I forgotten? Oh yeah, well, the Mellow.
Yeah, we're currently just preparing for that. Sending most of the money we just got to our aunt, where we grew up. But other than that, well, we get roped into testing a new salvaging cylinder, which we promptly fail horribly on purpose, in the hopes of not getting an enemy.
Yep. And we use the highest kind of cylinder we can use that increases our chances to, well... Oh no!
It increases the chances of not running into an enemy.
My one blade has salvager technique as ability. And I get fuck. Okay. And I get the monster out of the salvaging, so I need to go a little bit around that. Because we don't want to fight.
Right. The unintended thing we just saw was blades, especially generic or common ones, can have different skills. And one of those is salvaging, which triggers every time you salvage.
Yeah.
Or, well, it triggers every time the associated things are gathered, whereas throughout the game you'll occasionally find gathering spots where you can well, find different collectible items, mostly used to craft some well, auxiliary cores to strengthen the blades, and
Did you get sufficient sleep?
yeah, for each item category and salvaging there's an accompanying blade skill that increases chances of getting items or better items or something like that.
Yeah, and that's kinda the half of the first chapter. Now we go on board of the ship. At least by me, I think Binya is a little bit ahead, like 20
Yeah,
seconds
I'm
at least.
currently talking to the different members of Torna, at least
Oh
the
yeah,
ones
me
we
too.
know about.
Okay.
And yeah, one the members are Nia, which is seemingly a girl of our own age, and Jin just
she's kinda harsh to us, but we will see later that she is that she's kind-hearted. Actually, then we see Jin. Jin is, well, a little bit mysterious at this point.
yeah, he's
We don't know anything about him.
yeah, I guess you could call him a bit aloof and, well, edgy.
Yes, a little bit edgy.
So,
And we have Marlos.
Yeah, I'm currently at the first trick. It's as simple as it looks. We just run at the wall in a specific spot and hope we stopped early enough to not run over the out of bounds edge. And then with that
did you get it first time?
No, second try. Once I
My chance.
ran too fast, didn't stop early enough, and yeah, by that we can skip running through the entire ship and unlocking a door.
Oh fuck. Oh shit. I was running fast.
Yeah, the reason we raised this ship out of a cloud sea is because of Pyra, the Aegis. The original intent of Torna was to, kill her, or otherwise get rid of her. And instead, we, became her driver. And with that, that was chapter 1.
Yeah. That was like my worst Aoife cylinder skip. Holy shit.
Yeah, Curtis, that's good with New Game Plus walking speed. You have to stop walking like halfway before you are actually running through, or otherwise you just run off the edge because of, the time it takes to stop.
Yep.
It's...
And normally I'm more the kind of type to run new game, and so I normally don't have so much speed. That's why it's a little bit difficult.
Yes, for the record, you can buy so-called deeds, shop deeds, that give you various mostly minor improvements. One of them is that you can get up to 25% extra running speed. Or 5 sets of 5%. And on the one hand you run noticeably faster, and on the other, pretty much every skip becomes a little bit more challenging, at least if you're also used to the slower running speeds. Timing can be quite different.
And arrived.
Yeah, and after we fight Malos, Nia saves us, and yeah, there we notice she's a little bit kind-hearted and not like the others out of Torna. Excuse me. And yeah, we strand here in Gormod. That's the home titan of Nia, so she knows it a little bit and tells us to go to the nearest city, and the nearest city is Torigor.
One thing that also happened during our escape, Gramps, the titan we started on, got lethally wounded while flying us away, and he died, and for some reason became a mascot that is now riding in our helmet.
Yeah. He just tricked us that he would die, but he didn't die, and now he's in our helmet and is just there.
Which also already alludes to him not... Well, he says it outright, but him just reverting to a tiny stage alludes to him being a bit more powerful than the normal titans, which would just, die.
I call upon power fire. Yeah, and what you've already seen is with the trees and stuff that we can use the abilities of our blades to change the environment. And yeah, that will appear a little bit more often from now on.
Yes, during the New Game Plus run, it will never really be a problem because we could just prepare everything beforehand, but if playing casually for the first time or in a new game run, getting the correct skills is annoying at times. Because requirements can mount, well, not fast, but in accordance with where you are in the game, and it's sometimes coupled with just pure luck with which skills you have available.
I'm going all in.
There is great
Wild volley.
Right. After I arrived in Torgoth, we were accosted by Imperial soldiers from Mordane. Yeah, they for one they didn't like Nia because she's a wanted fugitive, and also even though the guard captain was failing at that, they were also after Pyra. And we got saved by Tora, a Nopon, which are another race entirely. They are the well, main mascot race, if you could call them, of the entire Xenoblade franchise. They have appeared in every game. And often,
come on.
Often also the receiving end of a joke.
My Bridget fights were totally not good.
And now that we have been saved and eaten something, we're going out to find out where to go look for Nia, because obviously we can't just let her be captured. And on the way we get introduced to the core crystal system, which is a mostly random way to acquire new blades. The only one we are going to open is always gonna be the same type. It's always a
knuckle, wind knuckle.
Yes, wind knuckle blades. For the simple reason, wind is needed later on to be able to create our first so-called blade combo, which is 3 skills of increasing strength formed by blades in specific orders. And Knuckle is, for a simple reason, it's a healer type blade. In theory, at least. They are a bit better at creating healing potions. And we are sorely lacking for any kind of healing at the moment. Until we save Nia.
So now
least
we
I would
know
be-
when Nia is, so we head back to Tora and get the stuff Tora needs for his own blade, because he also wanted to be a driver.
Yes, but sadly he was unable to bond with a core crystal and got horrible nosebleed out of it for days, I think. And so instead, he and his father and grandfather decided to create their own blades, artificial blades.
Okay, bring it on.
And so we help him create a, well, blade robot.
Ah,
We're here.
We should depart imminently.
And once that is done, we'll be able to go after Nia.
Just quickly going to shout out the charity. We are raising money for Project Hope, a global health and humanitarian org that believes in the power of hope. Which, for example, if you donate $5, you could be giving a thermal blanket to an earthquake survivor to protect them from the freezing cold. $10 could provide mental health and psycho support to a family. And $100 could provide emergency medical supplies to up to 135 people for all 3 months. That seems pretty good. Might drop a donation myself.
oh no, I hit the 3% chance to don't hit.
Yes, short explanation for that. Hit chance is mostly dependent on one stat called dexterity. Problem is there is a hard-coded 3% chance to miss. And when that happens, because in New Game 1, Rex tended to miss at the worst possible times, it has gotten the nickname of Rexterity, which is
Wow, world has many
well,
amazing places in it.
not that accurate anymore, because at least DLC runs decided to do away with Rex entirely. At least in terms of controlling.
And arrived.
And I've
No.
it's, one chance you get on the middle finger by RNG.
I clicked on normal quest. Oh god. Holy shit.
Yeah, after we created
Okay.
or activated finalized Poppy, we got shown a minigame called Tiger Tiger. It's at first the main way of getting
I trust you.
new upgrade parts for Poppy. In New Game, I think you have to start the game once. In New Game Plus, you can just go to end immediately. And no matter what you do, whether you in New Game Plus, whether you fail or just quit out of the game entirely, a comment of Thor's comment will be entirely dependent on the high scores he had before, which can usually leads to the weird
And arrived.
moment where he comments your skill while you either didn't do anything or, well, failed.
Okay, time to take me down.
There will be no
And once we have saved Nia, well, the only thing left is obviously trying to escape from the ship. which will require a bit more running throughout it.
We're here.
We should depart imminently.
And pretty much the first thing Nia says is that her being kept in that jail was, well, a trap for us. Which, yeah, she's right. It's a trap. And, well, Rex being the good guy he is, unfadably good guy.
No, I died!
Obviously run into it.
Shit. Oh, I died at the gas.
Yeah,
damn it.
that Steam. Well, that's part
yes.
of Steam is usually you're supposed to disable the Steam beforehand, but in Junior Plus you run fast enough to be able to just walk through it if you don't get hung up on the wall.
Yeah, I got hung up on the wall. It was not funny.
Right, and at the end of the Titan ship, you get well, ambushed. I guess you could say by the was it Consul, I think,
Oh,
the
okay.
de facto ruler of Gormod, because it's been well taken over by Moradane for centuries by now.
Oh. No, fuck. I missed the key. Oh god, Benya. Ah.
And after that, we got attacked by Morg and Bridget. Bridget we already ran into beforehand, but at that point she was without a driver. And we, well, in the story we barely escaped with our lives. She attacked us because, well, we are the Aegis. She is known to have destroyed an entire Titan in several centuries ago.
500 years ago.
Yeah. And of course, everyone is very afraid of that happening again.
Wait. There. What?
So we ran away, and now, of course, we try to go to the World Tree. Because that's the path.
That's where Elysium should be.
Yeah, that's where Elysium, or that's where Elysium is supposed to be reachable from. The World Tree is, as it seems, a giant tree in the middle of the cloud sea we're living in. And yes,
Wow! World has many amazing places in it.
Perhaps rest and enjoy view for a bit.
and to get there, we first have to craft our own, or repair our own ship. We obviously can't use one out of Shorigov because the army would immediately notice and try to apprehend us again. So we go to Thor's uncle, and well, he asks us to get some supplies to repair his ship.
Are you at Umon already?
I am currently on the way to what's it called? The point where we can gather a few story items. On the way there, we'll get one skip travel point, which is needed in the next chapter.
And arrived.
And yeah, the items we need are fairly out of the way. So far, it's actually leading us to a so-called secret location, I think it might called. It's just another type of skip travel point, which is more valuable for the simple reason that it's out of the far away from the beaten path, I guess you could say. And normally you'd have to gather 10 pieces of puzzle tree wood, but since
Oh, what a view.
I am.
all
Since we play New Game Plus, we already have them.
yeah, collectible items get carried over. And once that is done and we deliver the items, he will ask us to, well, feed his Titan back into agreeing to carry his ship, because all ships in this game are, well, powered. Or, well, carried in some way most of the time by Titans, smaller Titans.
We're here.
We should depart imminently.
And for that, we get, well, introduced to the mechanic that, in case of Titans walking around, there are different tides, they're called, and you can change them freely on by resting on them for a longer while.
Did you get sufficient sleep?
Yeah. There's a short rest and a long rest. The long rest change the tide, and the
We should depart
short
imminently.
rest is just, well, a rest where you can adjust your level if you want.
Right. So during a rest, in new game you can allocate extra XP. This extra XP you get by discovering new locations or skip travel points. You also get it by completing quests. Instead of just adding it on top of your XP, the game puts it into a pool for each character, and depending on how much you want to either catch up or get ahead of the level curve, you can just rest and increase your level by an amount you can pay for, I guess, with it, from this pool. And in New Game Plus, it's also possible to decrease your level with this. In case you want to, for example, have it make it more of a challenge, or I don't know, make gaining EXP easier, I guess, because EXP are among other things, largely determined by your own level. In relation to the enemy you are beating, at least. And on the way to the World Tree, we got first attacked by Ophion, a giant robot serpent. And after the Titan ship got attacked and smashed away, we were eaten by Uriah. And now when we've run out of the mouth, we are being attacked by a few, well, mercenaries. As it turns out, after the fight, they seemed to go after Pyro at first, but turns out that was just a test to see how well we fared, which was, case of Rex, not very good. It's the point where we get shown that Rex pretty much doesn't know anything about fighting with blades. And Vandam, the big guy that attacked us, decides to, well, teach us. And one part of his teaching is that he shows us where core crystals come from. Well, inadvertently. The goal is at first that there was a, well, I think I got intel on some disturbance on above their small village, and he takes us with him to forward train a bit, and for another point just show us what his type of job is, I think. And on the way there we encounter so-called miasmas.
Miasmas. They are described as the flatulences of Titans. So, little fun fact on the side. And we blow them away with rock, because rock is wind blade, and wind, well, can make a tornado to blow that away, apparently. Sorry, I needed to explain the fact that there are flatulences.
Yeah. And halfway through to the top, Van Damme decides to show Rex another trick he can do with his what's it called? Well, the attack is called Anchor Shot. It's what's it called? A hook, I guess. Hook shot. If we want to go by Legend of Zelda terms, it's basically that he can pull himself towards things, mostly during the story, and as far as the story demands, usually. And basically he shows him how to topple things with it, and yeah, Rex turns out to be a natural at this, because apparently it took Van Damme like multiple times as long as it took Rex. we just got it first try. Then after clearing the problem and finding out how prerequisites are created, we go back to Garfund and are attacked by Akos, another guy from Torna and someone that is significantly more dangerous than all the ones we had encountered beforehand.
Now would be a good time to read off any donations.
Yes,
Oh.
yes. You can
Well-
read off donations like every time.
Well, I donated $3 with the message, talk about the bid wars, okay? So, thank you, May. I guess I will talk about the donations. Talk about the bid wars. Basically, after the end of this SpeedCon block, we'll be handing over to Bingo-thon with the Legend of Zelda Minish Cap Randomizer. There are 2 separate bid wars going on for that. One of them being setting the language, which unfortunately I was tempted to set it to a non-European language, just to mess with everyone, but instead I set my bid war at €3 towards the music choice for the exact same run, being Pokemon Mystery Dungeons. There are also a number of bid wars available, so get your donations in and have a look at the many options that we have.
This would make a good.
Right, after Akos was forced to retreat, we rested, and then Nia went to London to admit that she was part of Torna, to which he just responded, whatever you did beforehand doesn't matter. So basically telling her that she should only look forward, more or less. And then we went on to go to Fonsamima to return to our quest to Regional War 3. On the way there, we are attacked by Zeke, which was shown for a short while beforehand, listening in on us leaving. And he disappears, let's say, by having bad luck. He literally destroys the ground he's standing on and falls away. And I forgot that there is a quest here. God damn it.
Great to be caught us off guard.
Oh my god. Time I can use to regain the difference. Oh my god.
Challenge next time.
Yes, I forgot to swap off from Jormak. So, for a better explanation, after we fought Zeke, we triggered a trick called we dubbed Zombie Hover. It makes it so that we're basically seen as an NPC in terms of damage. NPC ally, that is, and it means we cannot die from fall damage or other environmental damage. And unless we are riding on Dromark, we can't trigger cutscenes.
Yeah. That's beautiful. We will make this this glitch a little bit more often in the run later on. So
Yes, and another small clip I just did was the so-called tardigate skip. It's just while you're riding on Dromark, your hitbox is a bit bigger than usual, and you can push yourself just low enough that after changing to another driver or just changing drivers at all,
1, 2,
you have like
3, 4, 5.
like a couple
No!
frames where you're
Ah, it didn't work.
you have a couple frames where you can swim under the gate.
Congratulations.
It's not supposed to happen. And yeah, draw mark in that. Normally, if you do that trick after respawning, you spawn floating in the air and cannot move at all. You can get around that problem by either riding the draw mark, because he's the only blade with a different mode of travel while controlling Nia, because he's the only one Nia will ride on. And yeah, the way to start moving on would be to start attacking any enemy nearby. But yeah, for one that's slow, and for another it has the problem that while walking during zombie hour, as soon as you jump, you will start floating again. Although in that case, while moving, and Drumark can just walk normally all the time. He's also, during that mode, the only one that can still trigger cutscenes for some reason or other. I don't know why. Everyone else, you just walk past every trigger. Now that we've arrived in Fonsamima, we save the child from being strong-armed out of rations, and then we talked to Vandam's old friends with connections to that could help us reach the World Tree, and turns out he has something that could make Amalthus the spiritual leader of the world. You could help us reach the tree. For record, Amalthus is so far the only one that has ever reached the World Tree. Or at least the only one known to have reached the World Tree, and he was also the one that brought back both Malos and Pyra. Both are Aegises. And after all that, we went to rest. Pyra got talked to in her sleep by Malos and told to go to a far-off place on her own, and we've only found out by Cole, Venom's friend, telling us that the child we saved, I forgot her name, Ilona, I think, got kidnapped by some guys. By Manos and Narcos in particular. And we run there, we save, or try to save Pyra. We get almost defeated by after Arcos manipulates the ether around us, which is what we use to attack. And Vandam sacrifices himself to, well, let us escape. Rex is too stubborn to do so, and he forces Mithra to come out, which is the different side of a coin that is of Pyra in pretty much every way.
Yeah, there are two different personalities in the same body. One created the other in like a traumatic experience, so yeah.
Yeah, Mithra is well, she does save us, and immediately after saving us, lays into us for not listening to Vandam, because she really didn't want to ever show up again.
We're here.
So?
And after that, we get a small quest to... Well, I think we get told as well to go back to Garthon because you has something to say to us. And it turns out that Vandam's final wish was to
Sure. Go on.
have us take over his group of mercenaries, and
I
well,
got a few tricks
that
up
is
my sleeve.
exactly what we're gonna do now. He tells us to send a couple blades on a first mission, which takes a minute to complete. And in that minute, we will activate some pouch items, which will give us some minor bonuses during fights. And we will unlock a skip travel point much closer to where we need to go directly after this quest, this story quest.
Hey, look what I found!
Congratulations.
And we're you.
Let us go. Did you miss me?
Right.
Nicely done.
E and then A, please. Lol. Oh god.
Just you wait.
And once that quest is done and we've talked to you, we can finally try to get to Mordane.
Okay, so you are like 2 minutes ahead of me.
Can the quick
I finished I finished 3 now. And I'm now at 4.
Oh, off to the port it is.
And we're you.
Let us go.
And our trip takes us back to Goldmouth at first. And once there, we will try to secure passage to Mordane. It'll take a while, we have to rest beforehand. Why am I running?
We're here.
We should depart imminently.
and arrived.
And the Noppon selling us the tickets, unlike the Noppon that brought us to Argentum, is not willing to let everyone ride for free just because Rex is a salvager. And once that is done, we intend to go on to Mordain.
Hello?
Okay, that was a very early long loading time.
Yeah, I've also very long loading times.
Yes.
Or this little glitch where you can't insert any button presses in the menus.
And while trying to board the Titan ship, we were pickpocketed from some children stole Rock's core crystal, which was Vandom's blade before he died, sacrificed himself. And of course we can't just leave it at that. We're running after them, and it takes us back to Torgoth. And they lead us a bit on a wild goose chase across the entire Titan. First had to talk to one farmer, now we have to talk to one, what's it called? And we have to talk here at this, timber sites.
Yeah, I think it's Timber said, but I don't know. I have the German version of the game, and the game has so different names sometimes for the things in game.
Yeah, he tells us that the children passed, and we have a choice of either trying to follow the tracks ourselves or asking him for help to decipher them. And once that is done, we can just teleport right back to Umon's shipyard. And the children tell us they took Rock to try and bond with him to avenge their village from some bandits. Obviously, we tell them that that's not a good idea. What would happen if they couldn't bond with Rock, and so on and so forth. And they give him back on the promise that we are going to deal with the bandits.
Miasma schmiasma. Away!
So we do that. the bandits have their hideout behind another miasma, which, well, then more or less forces us to bond with rock again. And as it turns out, his personality between Random and now bonded with Rex is more or less the same, which is rare, I guess. Normally, when a blade is when a blade's driver dies or they are otherwise returned to a core crystal, they lose all memories. They lose most of their personality, or rather on being bonded to again, they inherent different personality traits to some degree from their new driver. And as it turns out, Rex and Random pretty much the same personality, or pretty much the same ideals. And now that that's taken care of, we can finally arrive in Moradane. Which, yeah, Moradane is a mostly barren wasteland. Their Titan is too warm, or has heated up too much in its life and is about to die. But they cannot really grow any food anymore, which was why they, back like centuries ago, went after Gormott and annexed it. Or annexed it. And we just enter the city and meet an old research assistant of Thor's father's.
Hey!
And during the night, while we are resting in the local inn,
And arrived.
we hear a
This is where we were going.
loud noise outside and try to figure out what that is. And find out that it's another artificial blade. And not just any one artificial blade, it's Lila, the one that Tora and Susu and I think Susu was his father or his grandfather.
Yeah,
and
it's his whole family.
Yeah, his whole family. Yeah, like Tora, his father and his grandfather worked on that artificial blade before his grandfather got killed and his father disappeared.
Yes.
And as it turns out, he didn't die at the time. He just was kidnapped.
And arrived.
We run after Lila, and once we are down on the ground, we get attacked by her finally.
Let's show him a thing or three.
But we do not get a chance to talk to her because she immediately runs away. And while pursuing her, we are going to be attacked by Borak again.
And we're you.
Let us go.
This time because of her believing that Poppy was the one that did all these attacks instead of Lila.
I mean, they're
Okay.
machines both built by the same guys and with the same technology, so and they look similar, so it's not really that
Yeah, when you're only going by artificial blades
yeah.
or like robot running rampage, yeah.
Yeah.
But we get saved by Nira, a special agent of some secret agent, you could call him, of some overseeing the different Nippon trade guilds, I think.
Yeah, kind of. I actually don't know anymore. Oh.
We're here.
We should depart imminently.
And instead of being, well, taken to prison, I guess we are instead agreeing to work together with Mark to find out who was really behind all these attacks.
And we're you.
Let us go.
In the process of that, we again did what from the zombie hover just to save a tiny amount of time or a few seconds jumping down a bit more roundabout. Then the path leads us to a salvage seller of some kind, I think. And he forces us to bribe him to give us more info, and sends us on the way to another guy, and he then finally tells us where he deposits the barrels containing the suspicious cargo. And we then find out that the stuff is being brought to some assumed abandoned factory.
I wouldn't expect you to get it.
And once we have found out where to go, we report back to Morag. She mentions that she'll catch up to us once she's done with paperwork and gotten together a force to raid the place.
We're here.
We should depart imminently.
And that's where we'll be going in a short while.
And arrived.
And for that, mostly to just avoid a more a slower and
Wait, what? Oh, I'm so stupid. Holy shit. I was running in the wrong direction for the one guy. I was like, there's something strange with the way I go. That's not right. And then it clicked like, okay. Oh.
on the way to the factory, we will use the zombie hover again just to save on a more perilous and slower descent. And we are being attacked by Zeke again.
No one can stop us now.
He's defeated again and tries to use his strongest attack again, but fails. And this time he sets makes a boulder fall down and roll after him, and essentially he imitates Team Rocket. He's got off into wherever.
You're all mine. Wow! World has many amazing places in it.
Perhaps rest and enjoy view for a bit.
And with that, we are free to infiltrate the factory. And we notice immediately that it's used to build an army of artificial blades. And
I trust you.
on the way there, during the first corridor, we look upwards simply because the entire place is just, so full of particles that the game tends to lag a bit.
This will be a walk in the park. Attackers are
Bonds.
And what we find is Tora's father alive. And we also find out that Lila has been forced to work for Banner, the one who originally hired us to find the ancient ship. and who's apparently working together with Torna. Not for any big reason, he's just greedy as hell.
You know how we have like 3% chance to don't hit?
Yes?
I got it again. At Zeke. The first hit doesn't hit. Oh god.
That is incredibly unlucky.
I love the game. It's so it's like a relationship with a cat. The game hates me, but I love the game.
And yeah, I am currently trying to clip through the wall because some corners are, well, illusions.
Yeah,
If you come at the right time,
some
at
corners
least.
are so aligned that you can clip through them. And yeah, walls are illusions.
Well, most walls aren't. It's just tiny gaps between them. And if you jump too early, you do not reach the pipe.
Let's get going.
Oh shit.
And all of that we just did to skip running through the entire factory, having to fight against 2 sets of enemies to be able to continue on, and it saves several minutes of walking.
You got it first try?
No, first try. Basically. Less than third try. More than third try, actually. Jumped too early a couple of times, ran past the small gap a couple of times. And once that is done, we fight Rosa, a giant robot styled after artificial blades. In that case, piloted by Banner and Moi Moi, the supposed helper we encountered immediately on entering Alba Cavernage. And at this point, we find out that he's working with Torna because we are attacked by yet another 2 members of that group. Oh, come on. I was launching in the air immediately before I even got an attack off.
Yeah! Yes! I've done it! Oh my god. Yeah, you all don't know how happy I am. That trick got me yesterday really, really hard.
Yeah, it's not that easy.
And second time.
Nice job. And yeah, Curtis just said something. Yeah, Moi Moi, my favorite faced Mechon. For a bit more info, the voice actor that speaks for Moi Moi also voices one of the voices Zord or Bronze Face in Xenoblade 1. And after the fight, we destroyed Petrarchus and Mikhail's blades, sent them back to the core crystals, and we were helped by, well, she introduced
Fendanorn.
herself as Fendanorn.
aka Haze, but we don't know that yet.
Well, I think, Mithra immediately recognizes her, of course, because she knew her 500 years ago. And she bids us follow her to Indor.
All in one piece.
I'm also at chapter 5 now. I've made quite some time with that one skip.
And yeah, the quickest path to Indor at the moment, because of its location, is through the Lefurian archipelago, which has this giant wall of cloud sea. And because that's also where Rex originates from, he, suggests visiting Fonset, his village.
And arrived.
All in one piece.
It's a new day, everyone.
Good morning. Rise and shine.
And to set up another zombie harbor halfway through to Fonset, we are controlling Nia for the last time now. Second to last time.
Hey, look what I found.
Who cares?
Second to last. When is the last time? Isn't
There's
that the
one
last
giant
time?
skip still ahead of us.
Oh well, yeah. Right, there was something. Yeah, Tantile.
And I forgot to do something other. Ugh.
Oh, that's nice. For me, nice.
I won't lose that much time, I think.
Well, that's, I don't know, like 8 seconds or so. Depends on your loading time. And every time we get a new point, a new fast travel point, Nia's really excited. And the funny thing is, we paired her with Dargas, and Dargas is an old, at least he thinks he's an old king, and he's very,
Hey,
yeah.
look what I found.
How should I say it? How to describe him best?
Arrogant.
Yes, I think that would be good. And where he tells Nia every time when she's excited, like
his response on Nia being excited about finding a new landmark or skip travel point is just to annoyedly ask who cares. And if you do manage to die, or well, in our case mostly fall to death, He's his response to that is a very relatively angry idiots.
Yep. You should be now by Funset, right?
Yep, I am in front of Funset.
Okay.
Hey, look what I found.
Yeah, didn't lose that much time.
Yeah. I said it depends on your loading time. If you are fast loading, then it's like 4 seconds, maybe.
Yeah, once we reach Funset, Rex suggests that he and Pyra go visit his parents.
We're here.
We should depart imminently.
Ah. No. Stop it.
Swooping wants to get Dromag.
I would after entering the village. Ah, yeah. Right. And on my screen, you now see what happens if we set up the zombie hover. Because the trigger that is here, we can just avoid with the zombie hover and go straight to the village, to the next important cutscene.
And arrived.
Right, and after resting in Funset, we reach the port on the opposite side of the cloud wall and get attacked by Zeke once again.
Don't be afraid, friends.
Wait, what? Okay, I was a little bit too much down at the...
Yeah, a little bit too early.
Oh, well, it's fine.
And Morg, for some reason, decides not to, attack or fight Zeke and leaves us to it. And after that fight, we find out that he is more or less an envoy from Indol, or, well, he decides to style himself that way at least. And he was he claims to just have been testing us. And when we then try to continue on, he leans on the railing, and that gives out, and he falls to Cloud C.
Would it be a good time for me to quickly mention something?
Yes.
Oh, go ahead.
You can.
We're very close to 300 euros raised for the Project Hope, and it's a pretty good charity. It earns the Charity Navigator's highest 4-star rating for good stewardship of donated funds, and has very low administration and fundraising costs as well. So it's a pretty good charity working to provide aid in Lebanon, Gaza, and Ukraine, and supporting national disasters all over the world.
No, please. I nearly made a huge mistake.
Oh, what was your mistake?
I I was thinking I directly head into the fight, but there was
Let me get my breath.
the character select thing, so I made Tora go out before Zeke, and
Yeah.
I needed to let him rejoin. The moment when your heart beats at 20,000 beats per second, uh, for one moment.
Yeah, we are both in Indo, which is the capital of the predominant faith. Or, well, at least it looks like it's the predominant faith. Or the
Yeah,
only faith, really.
it's kinda the only, yes.
That is the only one that we actually encounter.
Yes.
Yeah, it's for the most part the quietest time during the whole run. It's a lot of cutscenes, a lot of walking around.
Yeah, the short explanation is we go to Amalthus, who, well, as we explained before, is the leader of the church. So we talk to him a little bit, and after we talk to him, there is Jin, another Titan called Temperantia, and he uses a weapon from Moradane to attack Uriah. So the conflict between the both nations is getting, well, more out of hand, and we need to go there to deactivate the weapon and, yeah, hopefully get a peace again between these nations, because we don't want world war.
Right, and yeah, the weapon Jin commandeered was something Mordain excavated from Temperantia. And well, it was hundreds of years old, I think, from an old nation called Judicium, and yeah, Mordain. Or to be more precise, one senator of Mordain decided to refurbish it, repair it. Against the wishes of the Emperor.
A new locale. Not interested.
Almost there. Let's show them a thing or three.
There will be no holding back.
And so we first
Okay, time to
disable the power cables, letting the weapon move and fire, and then get attacked by Jin, who we defeat, and well, he then kills Vandanorn and is barely rescued by Echoes, who then leaves us with Thor. It's the last bit of remaining power. And then we are back in Indor for another short while. And yeah, during that short stint on Temperantia, Mordain and Uraya started fighting in earnest until Indor intervened while breaking a previous treaty that was supposed to make Indor impartial. And now we are now the leaders are in the process of discussing peace.
Power lines, white volley, okay. Yeah.
Up.
And we're you.
Let me get my breath.
And so we're going to run around a bit more, then soon we are going to find out that the peace conference is apparently about to be sabotaged. So we are going to run around the port and try to find out anything odd. Wait, no, I'm too quick. First, we are gonna have to rest one more time.
Imminently.
And we're you.
Yeah, it's a little bit confusing when to go where here. It's like you talk with a Malthus like kids like 10 times. You sleep the same amount of times and then the story progresses.
We're here.
We should depart imminently.
We're here.
And yeah, while we technically don't know it at first, the whole thing is orchestrated by Banner again.
We should depart imminently.
Oh my god, this teleporting
We're here.
to one side and
We should
another.
depart imminently.
There's something important we have missed in the story.
Here.
We should depart imminently.
We're here.
We should depart imminently.
Right, and once we have talked to everyone, we're gonna go back to the inn and just try to figure out what's going to happen.
Oh, you're not at Banner. You're right before Banner. Oh, okay. I thought you already fought. Oh god, fought and fought. Haha. With Banner.
No, that was when I unlocked the main story quest, which is called Banner the Schemer. Despite us not knowing at the time that Banner is actually involved.
And we're you.
Let me get my breath.
It's kind of spoiler.
And arrived. Like a swarm of flies.
There is
Fly out.
Yeah, once we defeat the Turkins, we find out that no, the Turkins were not involved. They were indeed just cooks. And then we notice that there's some kind of
Time to take
There
you
is
down.
great strength in bonds.
No one can stop us now.
rubber brewing in the ship bay. And find out that Banner was delivered inside the hold, so together with an upgraded roster.
We're here.
We should depart imminently.
And with all that done, we are given instructions to visit Tantal, or the nation of Tantal within Genbu, and for that, and deliver a letter. And for that, we need Zeke and his blade Penoria, because Penoria has the only blade the ability to command Genbu to surface while, essentially giant turtles usually completely submerged almost all the time. And as one can see, it's very cold here. There's snow all year round.
And arrived. And arrived.
And once we're here, so just a little bit more working, and we'll finally talk to the king here, and he won't be all that amused.
Yeah, because the kingdom of Tantal has a little history with the Aegis.
And also Malthus.
Yes, because Mithra and Malthus and Malus both fought at an ancient titan called Torna. And the people from Tantal are descendants of these people from Torna. And the Torna Titan died because of the battle from them both. So they're not kind of amused that we're here. At least not the king.
Yes, and to spoil a little bit of background lore that's not really ever explained in the story.
Bring it on.
The Tantal Kingdom proclaims itself as descendants of Adam, but they are not. They are instead descendants of the other potential heir to Torna who ran away.
His
Lost the upper hand.
was heißt Onkel? Onkel ist Onkel, ne?
You mean, was it his uncle? Yeah, it might be.
Yes, his uncle, I think. But yeah, Adam was the one that had Mithra before in Torna. So he is the legendary hero from the story.
Must have sensed our skill.
And yeah, the Kingdom of Tantal proclaims itself as descendants of Adam, but they are not. And Amalthus knows this and uses that to blackmail them.
Yes.
Which is another reason why why the king was so incensed on getting basically blackmail orders from Amalthus.
Mind you don't fall out, Gramps. Drake.
Another thing to mention at this point is our main protagonist, Rex, is one of the true descendants of Adam. I mean, there's nobody who tells you that in the story directly, but we can figure it out because everyone in Fonset and also Rex has these golden eyes that just Adam had.
Right, and this is the last time we are gonna trigger a zombie hover, and it worked the first try. And we are gonna skip the whole descent through Sansa, which would normally take like 10 minutes, I think. And just for straight to the next cutscene trigger.
You got it first try. That's really good. Yesterday we struggled a little bit with the zombie hover because sometimes the game, well, don't really want you to do things as you want, and yeah.
What would you do without me?
Right, and I took the moment of switching back to X to finally swap out Rock for the for a common blade that raises the ether stat. The ether stat is mostly to increase damage and of the ether cannon, and it has to be a common blade, or it has to be a common blade because later on, we are gonna get into a situation where a different blade is forced upon us, and that automatically chooses the least rare blade. And in that case, the ranking is story-relevant blades come first, then all our legendary blades, and then the common or generic blades. And we kind of do not want to lose Harold to be replaced by a story-relevant blade.
Yep.
And at the moment, I am about to reach Gamble's head. When we encountered the king, he took Pyra prisoner and decided to destroy her with an ancient Tornin weapon, but then once powered up, fired
I
a
got
giant...
it first try also. Oh my god.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm going all in. I won't even throw this way.
I believe I can fly. Okay.
Yeah, the king decided to destroy Pyra by firing a giant ether laser at her, and when that powered up, we just barely saved Pyra from being killed, and the laser shot through Gambo's head and made him go haywire. Or if you want, he decided to descend without heeding anyone's commands, or Pandora's commands, and so we had to go to the head to disable Ophion's shackle that was placed there, and essentially let him be free of anyone else's control, I guess. And when there we were, or upon leaving, we were attacked by Torna again, and this time they actually beat us pretty damn well and took Pyra with them.
Let us go.
Or rather, Pyra made them leave us alive in exchange for her going with them without question.
Yes, and Rex is now a little bit depressed, but the king of Tantal can give us some useful information about it, how we could maybe get her back. And for that, we need to go to the Lefterian Isles again to go to like a
Came a
dungeon,
pretty long way,
an
eh?
old ancient
Locating
one,
position.
set up by Adam, where a special blade should be. At
Yes,
least that's what I was told.
yes. At that point, Grams also reveals that he was there with Adam, and
When did you get
basically
so
says, yeah, that
Advise
basically
you to stay alert.
says the same thing as the king. I think for the king it was just rumors and or a legend, and Grams says where to find it. Because he was there when it was sealed away. And so we go into the Spirit Crucible Alpes. It has a special, well, condition.
And special environmental condition that we
Yes.
can not use a special attack that's over level 1.
It depends on where you are in the Titan in Alpes. The further you go, the more restricted any blade's powers become.
Yes.
I think at first it just restricts level 4, then before you go, it's level 3 specials are blocked, and level 2 specials as well. And while we descend, we also notice that some of our allies that
What I found.
do not look like blades also seem to be a bit out of sorts.
Oh,
And yeah, the inside of a Titan is rather desolate. Pretty much all water in here is, or liquid in here is some kind of toxic goo.
Yeah, toxic goo.
I think there's
something
one stream of water, but that's it.
Yes. Something we've missed to say is that our Grams is really, really old, and therefore he fought with Mithra against Malos, Torna, and he has given us a little bit more information about the sword and all the stuff surrounding it. Because he was actually the one who was sent to protect the village of Fonset and also the Crucible.
Yeah, as I said, he was there when the sword was sealed away. And then stayed behind,
arrived.
basically until Rex came around, because reasons. Oh, wrong way.
Beenya, I must really thank you. To run this game with you is kinda nice.
Okay, thanks.
And it's great watching it as well. It's also a pretty good cause that we're raising money towards. Project Hope has been has transformed the health and well-being of 50 million people in 100 countries for over 65 years. And we have raised nearly 300 euros for it. Get donating. I want to see it reach that milestone.
Where are you in the Crucible currently?
I am about to jump.
Oh, at the jump, okay.
Yeah, I'm about almost there, and Xenoblade games have, or at least the mainline Xenoblade games, because next to you there's just no fall damage. Xenoblade games have a very interesting property when you are climbing.
Yeah. Because when you fall and you get in a climb, during your fall, you get no fall damage. So you can fall from everywhere, but when you get on a ladder or something similar to it, during your fall, then you just climb and that's it.
Yep. No matter how
What's up?
Cartus' comment. People next have legs of steel, so obviously they don't take fall damage.
Arrived.
Yes, that definitely must be it.
Ah, shit.
Oh.
I call upon the power of fire.
Yes, and when I just destroyed that web there, obviously, usually you are not supposed to have pyro with you at this point.
Yeah, usually.
All
Hey, look what I found.
checks are designed in a way that they do not require pyro or mithril with you. And I think in general, all story-related checks are designed in a way that you can theoretically all complete them without ever having to pull any random blades. That does mean you might have to go out of your way to get more guaranteed blades. But I think you can, in theory, and with some grinding involved, get by without ever pulling any random ones. Because this game has the somewhat questionable mechanic that about 99% of all, 95% of all its unique blades are locked behind. Yeah, essentially it's gacha. You get, or you can find
Core crystals.
core crystals of varying rarity that can give you unique blades.
multiple
years younger. Keep your feet over there. All right, Gramps?
Is it? It needs fire and...
Fire and wind for the webs.
Oh, okay. I thought you could get to 3 at this point already. Apparently, you can only get to level 2 at this point. Back to Funset.
Yeah. And another
Right.
thing that's important to notice at this point is there are some kind of enemies called unique monsters that we didn't encounter yet because we battled them before.
Yes, in this game, when you battle a unique monster upon dying, it leaves behind a... Oh, I think it was changed at some point. It leaves behind a gravestone, and you can activate that to force the unique monster to respawn. But, well, that carries through to New Game Plus.
Yes. Have you beaten the shadows?
Came a pretty long way,
Yes,
eh?
I am on the way to travel to the Cliffs of Moritha, where we found out that Pyra has been taken.
Yeah, and she's used by Malus to get his might back. He lost all his power because at the battle at Torna he lost nearly all his power, and the quirk
His
or
core crystal
special
was badly
thing
damaged,
about
and
We here.
yeah,
Registering
and the
coordinates.
special thing about the Aegises is they contain the DNA of all living things, so he can restore his core crystal with her core crystal, and yeah. Kaboom!
right, and basically the requirement for us to be able to obtain and control the third sword was to accept Pyramithra as not just some kind of weapon, I guess. As during the battle 500 years ago, that third sword came out for a while, and the given reason for why Adam couldn't control it was more or less that while they worked together, it was pretty much a relatively distant, more or less working relationship. Like he treated her as a weapon, a powerful and dangerous weapon, and
What have you?
for the most part,
I am
and
deeply moved.
basically was not in tune enough with her to actually control all the power.
Yes.
Can I stir up some wind?
The music is great.
Yeah, the Cliffs of Moritha are interesting in their design. They force you to make a couple of detours that
Who cares?
lead you through more secret areas.
Yeah.
It's a new day, everyone.
I endeavor to serve you, as always.
And yeah, once on the way we are going to encounter Malus again, and well,
Okay, time to take you down.
That you trust me with
he well decides to play with us a bit, I guess, and seems to die because of Nia's blade powers, because she is a so-called flesh eater. She's a blade that, well, quite literally ate some humanoid's flesh, or fused with it in some way.
Yes. And so she is stronger, because blade eaters and flesh eaters are normally stronger than normal blades. That's also the reason why Jin is so powerful, because he is a
Who cares?
flesh eater too. But a special kind of flesh eater, because he is like a perfected version of it. Oh my god, my heart stopped for a moment. You know these
Yeah, I just saw it. The vines
yeah,
can
the
sometimes be a bit finicky, especially when they curve.
yeah. Oh my god.
And arrived.
And when you die there, then you must go the whole way from the start to there. So it's
No, there's a secret area called
yeah, right. There's the
Cave,
secret area thing. But yeah, you lose like 20 seconds or so.
and yeah, we fight both
Don't stop, Jin.
Malos and Jin here. At first, we pretty much get trounced, and then Rex seemingly, or at least to Malos, goes nuts and talks to the supposed corpse of Pyra. And
What is the Jubile Gate skip? I just read it in the notes and it sounds interesting, but
I
I've
don't know.
never
I've
heard of
never
it.
looked at it. It's a way to skip having to climb up to cross over the Jubilee Gate.
Maybe I learn it someday if it really saves good time.
You can. This will be a walk in the park.
All around the game, or better to say the speedrun of the game, is kinda easy. So everyone that's here in the chat, you could also try your luck with it. And we have a great community who supports everyone who wants to
And
speedrun the
arrived.
game.
Right, and after unlocking Pyra Smithers full power and tearing apart both Manos and Jin at the same time. Well, the fight is so intense that the platform we were standing on falls apart and we just plummet, I don't know how many kilometers downwards, towards the land of Morpha, which is the land below the Cloud Sea.
This will be a walk in the park. You could do wild.
There is great strength
Blow them
in
down.
bonds.
We'll beat them with the
Switchblade Travel, choose Pyra! Even explicitly says choose Pyra, even if it's not the fastest version. Even you are a goat, I love you. I feel your decision. Yeah, cause we now talk with Mithra, and we ask her how we should name her. When she's in the Numa state, and we choose Pyra because Pyra is the one who has the better bond with Rex, or
and arrived.
the most time with Rex, and so it's more logical to use Pyra. I love you even for including this little sentence. And then we save Jin because, well,
Rex.
it's Rex, yeah.
Yeah.
And we have noticed that Jin isn't pure bad. She seems to, well, a little bit depressed. Something is going on inside of him. And we have noticed that shortly before the platform and the cliffs from Morpha fell down. And yeah.
Yeah, basically Rex noticed that Jin doesn't really share the same ideas as Malos. He was just after Torna got destroyed and after his driver Laura died, he just got fed up with humanity, or in particular
Yes.
with anyone going with Amalthus.
Yeah, because humans were the ones who killed his driver, and he loved his driver with all of his heart. And so, yeah. That was 500 years ago. He hasn't seen anything good from humans since that, and so, yeah.
He
got kinda sick of humans.
Yeah.
Put your best foot forward, Rex. Mind you don't fall out, Grump.
Requesting permission to attack. Destruction imminent.
Experience now electric.
Do not.
Much obliged. Armor crusher.
There is great strength in bonds.
Tora, turn them to mushy
Armor crusher.
I know what to do with this power. Leave it so. Steady.
Just so.
Speed. Leave it to Puppy. Fire.
Are you at the room already?
I have just re-encountered my party and beaten the Goldo. And from this point on, I will only... from this point on, wherever possible, I will only control Tora. Because he deals
That's the
a
strongest
lot more
blade.
yeah, pretty much. He deals a lot more damage than Harold could ever do.
Yes.
Well, Rex with Harold.
Oh wait, what? Oh yeah, there was something I forgot. And here's another little trick or mini skip we do. We run here up this little part. We trigger the scene first, then we run up this part, lol. I've forgotten the little detail. But we do it again. We run up this part, position ourselves like here, and well, jump over the stones to reach the higher platform. That saves a little bit time where we should normally go through the whole room to get to the next kind of floor of the room.
Right, and I am now inside the word tree, which, as it turns out, is not a tree, but a giant, I don't know, metal structure. Is door skip in this room? I guess so, yes. We will not do door skip, we just have enough blade skills to go through it the intended way.
Yeah, and door skip is the hardest skip that's in the game, so we don't like that one.
Yeah, it's not necessarily the hardest, but the most inconsistent at least.
Yeah, the most inconsistent. That's right.
And arrived.
Even with a setup, it's kinda crap.
But it saves us trying to pull enough electric blades to actually get past the door. And I think also unlocking enough focus blades, another blade skill, to be able to open the door normally in new game. It takes out a bunch of RNG.
Wow! World has many amazing places
Yep.
in it.
Data analysis indicates we have not been here before.
Right, and we have a nuclear dump. Normally you are supposed to, get rid of the water here. But there is a tiny gap here, which you can just swim through. And then at this point, you can swap characters, which
It sounds fun.
which resets
I'm up.
something, and apparently just considers us at standing on the ground, and at that point we can just grab onto the ladder and climb up, even though we're starting swimming.
Yeah, so when we change the character, our character gets like picked and reset in the situation, and when we are against a ladder or something similar to it, then our character grabs the ladder at the very first frame, and so the ladder grab gets applied before the swimming animation gets applied, and then we can just go up.
Yeah. And during that menu, I swapped some blades around for Rex. The reason is the game, for some likes to randomly swap around, or not randomly, but likes to swap around blades for him during a series of story battles later on, where among other things, Mithra and Paramithra are not available. And one of the blades that can be put into your party is Godfrey, which is one of the worst blades in the game.
Yeah, so we put him on Rex before, because that avoids us the drama of swapping around, and maybe didn't have Harold, and then everything needs more time.
I know. I think you normally have. I think you have. I think in New Game you wouldn't have Paramithra. In New Game Plus you would, but having her in a party can lead to you getting a randomly assigned rock. Well, not randomly, but inconsistently. Like sometimes you might actually continue fighting as you were before. Sometimes you would have to fight with rock. And putting Wolfric and putting Godfrey into the party just prevents shuffling around.
Oh, data analysis indicates we have not been here before. Yes, that's right, Poppy. You're very intelligent.
Well, she's not wrong. We haven't been here before in this run, in this playthrough.
Yes.
And soon I will be reaching the outside perimeter of the world tree and very far in the air. And for now we will be attacked by Indol with Malthus, but also later on he shows that he can control, for one, blades. In particular, here it was Mithra, or again, he tries to. And for another, he shows that he can actually control other titans by amplifying his power a lot.
Congratulations.
Yep.
Leave it to Dora.
Let's keep our heads in the game. Not like this. Not like this. Not like this.
What is our currently time?
We are at 2:27.
2:27. That's good. That's good. That's really, really good. For my first run ever, that's really, really good. I like it. What were the two other blades you have on Rex? Was it it was Godfrey and the Aoife blade, right?
Godfrey and Wolfric.
Yeah, and Wulfric, okay. Then I need to swap before it.
And yeah, we're at the point where every load can take significantly longer. The game has, I don't know, a memory leak or some other RAM issue where the longer the game runs, the more it's possible that loading times will, well,
Expand.
yeah. And one way to circumvent that is to save the game, close it, and restart. But I skipped all that.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it
It-
gives me more time to talk about Project Hope, I guess, with the extended
Yes.
loading times. Well, it's, as I mentioned, we are here at Marathon Alliance, we are raising money for Project Hope, a global health and humanitarian organization that believes in the power of hope. During disasters, conflicts, and health emergencies, they bring medical aid, provide medical health support, equip clinics, help new mothers with limited access to care, and more. Currently, they are providing urgent care in the conflicts in Lebanon, Gaza, and Ukraine, as well as many natural disasters, including some, for example, in the US, as well as addressing the global mental health crisis, supporting health workers, and spreading health and hope to the world.
Has many amazing places in it.
And
indicates we have not been here before.
I'm currently running towards the furthest end away from the World Tree, pretty much to be able to reach Indol. And as we can see, that's Genbu. Behind there in the cloud sea is Raya. On the other side, the large walking one is Bourdain. And I think somewhere in the background there should also be Gormod.
Gormod should be there, yes. On the right side somewhere, I think, was Gormod.
Anyway, and the one flying with this giant, Ether Cyclone, I guess, is Indol. And what we also see is that the ship Torna, the group uses, is an ancient Torna, the Titan, or the Kingdom, so-called Titan ship. It's capable of transforming into a giant humanoid robot. And all but Mikhail of the group have left the ship to leave him to delay Indol. And he decides to, he decides that is his final moment, and he sacrifices himself to help us reach Jin, because he's apparently also not really or not entirely loyal to Manos, but actually Jin, which has
Yes.
story reasons.
Yeah,
DLC story reasons.
The reason behind it is that Mikhail also is over 500 years old. As a little kid, he met Mithra before at the Aegis War in Torna. And so he also met Jin and some other guys. And well, that binds him to Jin and to Mithra.
Yeah, and basically he decided at the end that he would help us talk sense into Jin. Or, well, more likely beat
At
sense
least
into him.
try. Yeah, beat sense into him is more the right explanation for what happens. I mean, to be fair, we try to talk with him multiple times,
I mean,
But
we
he
I
just
mean,
doesn't want to.
at the very least, the first time we actually reach him is in the Cliffs of Morpha and then Land of Morpha.
Yes. But he doesn't want to listen, and yeah, that's why we need to beat the shit out of him to get our point clear. Yeah, and to save the world.
Hey, look what I found.
Because Malos will want to use the power of the almighty god of this world, called what's called in English?
The Architect.
The architect.
And more precisely, the power of Ion, the strongest artifice or robot there is.
Yes. To kinda destroy the whole world. And yeah, that's of course something we don't wanna have. So yeah, we
The
need
Lewis element is now ice.
to beat him to save the world.
Steady.
Yeah, we convinced Jin that what we are doing to well, we convinced Jin that not every human is as despicable as Amalthus and co, and to well trust us that we can well save humanity, including the blades.
Yep.
But before we can continue on, Amalthus interrupts us as some and transformed into some weird core crystal infused monstrosity. And reveals that he spent the last 500 years as Praetor amassing power so that no one could ever reach the top of reach the architect, and so that he could continue well ensuring the demise of our titans and the world. What's never really
What?
mentioned is
Oh yeah.
what's only in passing mentioned by Jin is that core crystals over time accumulate enough data to transform into titans or young titans, which then at some point can birth more core crystals in a very, very long cycle. And Amalthus found a way by supposedly purifying them to extract the data and prevent new titans from being birthed. Essentially.
Yeah. I mean, normally titans get born by core crystals that are in wombs of other titans, and well, during centuries of years, they evolved to titans, but Amalthus has erased all of the knowledge about it, and the last civilization that knows about it was Torna, and well, we already talked about what happened to them. So yeah. That's also the reason why the world is dying, what I said in the beginning, because, well, without new titans and just titans that slowly die, there's no land mass for humans or other animals.
And yeah, as an explanation for why Amalthus is doing that, he reached the architect more than 500 years ago, and at that point he was pretty much disillusioned with humanity. One of the things we see during the main game is that he helped the guy, and later on found out that that same guy was some kind of brigand marauder that had killed a family to steal their belongings. And he then killed that man and found a young child, a baby, and the mercy he did to the child was basically killing it as well. At that point, pretty much broke from being, or his ideas were completely destroyed.
Our foes
Okay, time to take you down.
There will be no holding back.
I can still fight.
Divine Rose! I will not attack you. Ah, shit. I waited a little bit too less. I needed to wait like 1 second more. But here we are in chapter 10.
Time to take you down.
In chapter 10 we find out that
A mere flesh.
well, the architect, or at least someone very similar to him, activated a device that renewed the whole universe.
It's the conduit.
Yes, the
And in the
conduit.
process of doing so, it split apart the world into 2 different universes.
Yeah, and that's where Xenoblade Chronicles 1 comes from, because Xenoblade Chronicles 1 is the other universe that split it out of this, and yeah.
Yeah. When you encounter the architect, you then notice that he was the one that initiated that experiment and got ripped in 2 in the process. And as atonement, he decided to restore the world as best he could.
Yeah.
Then over time he noticed that the humans he had after millennia restored or evolved again were just as bad as the humans of his time, and grew disillusioned, so disillusioned that he let Amorphous take both Pyra both Mithra and Malos, and basically with Rex pretty much doing everything to save what is left of his worlds, basically convinces him to do his help him out in his final moments.
Yeah. And that's this one city I'm going through is currently Elysium, not so green and cool as we thought it would be. Actually,
it's from Pyra's memories.
Yes, because the thing is, Pyra's memories were from a time before the universe got restored. So, a huge time is between her memories and now.
World has many amazing places in
And
it.
well,
Data analysis indicates we have not been here before.
so it's just a desert now. And when we go now to the architect, he will test us.
Leave it to Tom.
We will walk into a room and there we lose our friends and then fight like a different version of them.
Yes, what we see are the repressed feelings or fears of them.
Yeah. For the explanation, Nia, for example, expresses her love to Rex and
Oh, and time is soon. Like, once the time.
yeah, time for him, and soon also time for me.
Yeah, 2:44:20 for me, I think. We're on that.
Here I go.
Yeah, nice time. I mean, not so far away from your PB, actually.
Yeah, it was about, well, a bit under 3 minutes, so that is really not much.
Yeah. And I think I also will get under 250 eventually.
Let's get this done, so
We will see.
can move on.
For the future!
Easily. And, yeah. I guess to fill some of the remaining time, challenge battles we can do where there's multiple super bosses, but I don't know.
Is that a scale from Xenoblade Chronicles? Good question, actually. Oh, fuck, I've made a mistake. It seems like it.
You also use Morg instead of Rex, no, but whatever.
Oh yeah, Morak instead of Rex. Yeah. But it shouldn't make the big difference, I think.
I don't think either.
It's just the two sentinels that spawn.
The fight won't take that long.
Yeah. The fight takes like not even 1 minute.
Yeah, first round takes a couple seconds, second round mostly takes as long because I think in my case mostly because I'm on normal while Evan with his world record is playing on easy, which means that I think the enemies take more damage and have less HP or something like that.
Yes.
So
I think they take a little bit more damage and have definitely less HP.
It's been fun.
And
it mostly doesn't make a difference, but there are some late game fights where it's the difference between one hit kill and having to use multiple abilities.
Yeah, it's like I don't know, 20 seconds or so for the last for the last few fights. It's not much.
wasn't so bad.
Come on, get up, get up, get up! I want the sub 250. Run, Tora, run!
Looks like he's finally found it. Layla Mai. A meaning to his life.
Yes,
Indeed.
I wanna do it.
Frankly, I'm a little jealous. After
So
all
using
this
Pyro is optimal for
Go their
optimal
whole lives
RNG
without
manipulation.
finding
What?
I wonder if I'll find mine.
Okay,
That's
that was
just-
the first phase.
That cone was just Curtis
Well, you can always leave things for
joking
next
about why to choose Pyro.
You've got a
And
point.
then we need to go in front of him
Surprisingly enough.
and hop, hop.
You are not supposed to be able to reach him from there, but well,
Ah, shit, that's not enough damage. Okay, it's fine.
and time is soon.
After
After the
this chain attack goes through.
yes, I think you could have just waited for the damage over time takes to go through.
No time. Two
49, 52, whereabouts.
52, yes.
That's what's happened?
Right.
All of Elysium will collapse. What? Since the conduit disappeared, the power holding Elysium together was cut off. What's gonna happen when it crumbles?
Well, that was Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I make my my sound on mute, that you can hear a little bit more on Inya's side. What's the conclusion of the game is, and the last scene. By the way, the last scene is one of the longest scene in game history. It's, I think, the 7th longest cutscene in game history, with the, I think, 23 minutes.
Yeah, most of
So-
that is, or a big part of that is the like 10 minutes of credits.
Look, I haven't got
Kinda,
a clue about
kinda.
the
Or
procedures
to know more, yeah.
but
It's,
I'm gathering that we gotta get there, and fast.
I guess we
Okay.
could do some challenge battles. There's one that we're both prepared for.
Yeah, we could do. Then I think I go to the challenge battles during your
What did you say?
end cutscene.
It could not possibly.
Well, we're running ahead of schedule. Yes,
You're the only
we
one
do
who
Yes,
asked. But Poppy, you promised.
Lumina was very
didn't you?
generous with the estimates.
Yeah, cause
Your below belt.
I knew that I must grind much of the whole items and stuff, and so well I decided maybe attempts that this is my first run ever, my first full run, and so I put it on 330, just
Yeah,
in
and-
case.
Yeah, and then
It was a little bit much, I think, but better than behind the time. But guys, if you look at Benya's screen, you can start crying. That scene just, it's different.
What is this?
Ships. Is this a port?
Mitra? What are you doing there? Where's the control room? Mitra!
Should be fine.
You can't mean...
I'm sorry. This was the first lie I ever told you.
Mitra!
The only way to stop the World Tree's collapse is to use the last of Ion's power and annihilate the World Tree. I'm sorry, it is the only way. You all need to use one of those escape vessels and get as far away as possible.
What? The last of Ions? Mitra! What are you doing? It'll be fine, right? You'll deal with the World Tree, then come back, right? Wait! Just wait, I'll come with you! Damn it! There's not enough wire! I got it! Poppy? Poppy?
It's not okay.
Yeah, that was
Poppy cannot.
on Luminous side a chancing of one of his super bosses within a challenge battle. There's, I think, one series is like
Rex,
fighting against both
say not help Rex.
what's he called? Territorial roadbud and
Please, I'm begging you. All you
and,
wanna do is take me over there.
Immovable Gonzalez at the same time, and then an even stronger version of both of them together, more or less.
She's right there.
So that is probably not that doable with the speedrun setup.
Rex.
Yes.
Gramps. Sometimes a man must know when to let go. Why? Why?
I doesn't even want to talk.
Do it for her, Rex.
This scene is so impactful.
Do as she asks. Gramps!
Chum, how long are you planning on being a baby? She's the girl you love. You got to accept her decision. That's what being an adult means.
Rex, I am so thankful that I've met all of you.
I don't remember ever fighting. Oh, yeah, there are some other enemies there, I guess. But
Like,
the entire battle just destroying destroying that totem.
yes.
Okay.
And normally there are 2 turns. But I was too fast, they didn't spawn.
Apparently. Yeah, I don't think we are truly prepared, but yeah, there are some really hard fights in there. Or at least hard when you're ill prepared.
The core crystal.
You'll be fine. Without me now.
Mithra.
Oh, there's the beta scanner. Lol.
Yeah, the setup Lumina is just going for is crit healing, which lets us stay alive much longer, and the beta scope reduces enemies' resistance to being broken, which lets them be toppled, and if you do the whole combo, it deals a ton of damage.
Yep.
Hello there. I hope you'll help me.
What was the name of the room? Oh my god. Okay. That means we go to A.
I'm so glad to have met you. Our time together was short, a fraction of my long, long years.
That should kind of be enough.
But it's been warmer and brighter than any time I can remember before.
That's here. That here is just for
You shone
a
light on my melancholy.
good friend of mine, Cam.
You showed me the
He
way.
wanted me to do Alma. Alma is like
Yeah,
one of the
Elma
last.
Redux is very punishing.
She is the main character of Xenoblade Chronicles X, and we can unlock her here. But we
De
need
facto
to beat
main
her.
character, yeah.
Oh shit! My
Yes,
my break was on the
Ghost Factory is just as broken in this game as during those fights as it is in X, where you just dodge, or she just dodges.
Thank you for that gift of light.
Oh, I have broken. Oh, I'm effectively dead,
So tell
I
me,
guess.
how was it?
Why she dodges everything?
Do you really want to know?
Yeah, basically.
Well,
Especially while you're when your party meter is completely blocked.
It was so close.
Also, you're fighting one of the phantoms right now.
Yes, I know. That's on purpose.
Okay.
Okay, well. We try again. I need to topple lock her. But that's easier said than done. Especially when I hit the wrong buttons the whole time.
Does suit me best. Gramps! We're heading down. Everybody grab onto something.
I can't even really kill the phantoms.
Is the Titans are gone.
I can't believe it. Is everyone dead? We were too late.
I just need this one break to happen. Then I can chain it. It's also
There's nothing
most
left of
possibly
it.
the hardest fight in the game. Come on.
We're crossing that rift.
Her evasion is just too high.
Look!
Okay, that's a loss. Yo! Stop that!
The Titans.
They're joining with the land.
Elma, stop that! Oh god.
It's true. I think I see what Klaus meant by restoring the world.
I would just need one break.
Gramps. So Elysium was here all along.
Oh my god, I got a break! But no Kit Kat. Okay.
I have to say, it does seem a bit ridiculous that you can just forward put service with Poppy.
We're finally here.
That's the reason why Poppy is so fucking OP because, well, you can survive things like that or you die. Huh? Poppy? Please, please, please. No. Oh, God. Sadly. Okay. Well, I think I'm currently not equipped for this. And it would possibly need more time to equip that right. Because, first of all, I don't have any items. And I would need to look up how to make Poppy ready for this. So, yeah. I guess we can't do Elma now.
There's one longer and somewhat funny fight. What's it called? Vicious Heropon. Bisjähriger Heropon. Heldenpon. It's.
Then we do the. Wait, what?
It's the single fight for Joffre.
Okay.
It's more or less him fighting against the other like Xenoblade ones and Axis, some of ones and Axis Nopon.
Oh, and you're at the how it's called?
It's the credits.
The credits, right?
Right, Cutie Pie does make that a bit trivia. Those were some of the 2's Nopon. Like Roy is the one that gives us the first set of salvaging cylinders. And those are, I think, in red one? I'm not sure.
I don't know. There are many Nopons. We're fighting Nopons that fight us bare hand with the most powerful blade in
You
the
just beat
game.
Umon. Oh yeah, Don. A criminal leading a criminal syndicate. If I remember correctly, also the father of Banner. Nira, ironically, also someone that appears in both 1 and 2, at least in name. I think now it's in Xenoblade 1? Yeah, that's definitely Xenoblade 1.
Yep.
Sorry.
Putte. The credits are so incredibly long.
Oh, we are past the credits by now.
Oh, then I need to restart the stream. Then it thinks a little bit behind at my side. Oh yeah, we are past it now. And now a fun fact of the next scene. Wait, I need to look when the people see the twist.
I was wondering, it wasn't Teammate 1, it was Teammate X you were fighting. That's the best not and also the only time you will ever see him fight.
So now I can tell you this. Hyra or Mithra, it depends on which name do you pick, says to you now 3 words. And these words are kinda dependent on the version you play. The original Japanese version had 2 endings integrated, where when you have I think S+ rank at the blades at Hyra and Mithra, then they say I'm home. No, they don't say I love you, even if the song implies that. They say I'm home. In the European or the non-Japanese version, they say just I'm Hyra or I'm Mithra, depending on who talks. Indicating that they are lost their memories, because when blades get back to their core crystals, they are normally lose their memories. And thus, boy meet girl.
Nice. Fun fact, not just Nira appears in both 1 and 2, Banner as well. In both games, he is a criminal. He's some kind of criminal.
And so we watched a 23 long cutscene at the speedrun marathon. I totally love it.
Yeah.
Very thanks to SpeedCon. Normally we can show this incredibly long but very awesome end cutscene. Oh, Ricky! Wait a second! Wait! I fight Ricky! Oh! Well...
Yeah. Ricky is indeed this year's Hierophant.
That explains why I need so much time to beat him. Get down on your knees! Oh, fuck, okay. Maybe not. Monopon. Xenoblade Chronicles X?
I have no idea who Monopon is. The name doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah. I've also never played Xenoblade Chronicles X, so I don't know, but I'm pretty sure she isn't in 2 or 1. And 3 wasn't out at this point, so... I guess can just be X? And so we have beaten every Nopon in the games. and F Paul is totally satisfied. the Nopon wise is so unhinged.
Monopon Archsage is interesting.
He just makes a ear handstand. Like, the fuck? That's the true reason he's called the Nopon wise.
Archsage.
The Archsage, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's also a play on Ricky being named a true Hierophant by the Nopon Sage in Xenoblade 1. And that Nopon Sage is thousands of years old by that point. Like, I think the affinity chart entry for the Nopon Sage is like it's just, I think it's 9,999 years actually. Either that or it's just question marks.
He is really old.
Yeah, age 9,999. And yeah,
Wait a second.
I guess we can move over. Well, I guess we can move over to intermission if you want. I mean, you've been going for quite a long time, so
Yeah.
congratulations on the very good times.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. So don't forget to keep watching. Up next, we'll have the Resident Evil 5 speedrun. Is one second. We'll come right back with a new game plus co-op any percent of Resident Evil 5. So keep watching, and I guess we'll see you after that.
See you.
See ya.